Hi everyone, I'm Sophia Black, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
I am reunited with Sophia Black after what, 5 years maybe?
Too many years, way too many years. Yeah, that was like the last interview was my first interview I ever did with you. Yeah, crazy,
And
insane.
now there's music. We can actually hear stuff.
Music, yes, finally. Last time we met, I believe I was saying how I have things in the works,
Yeah.
but now things are finally moving along
Yeah.
and music's coming out.
So I mean, it took some time for the world to actually get to know who Sophia Black is. Now it's that time. So from that point to now, what really went on with the production? I know, you were working on a lot of stuff, but how many different changes went into your music? Also, there was sound that you were trying to find your sound.
Right. Well, for starters, I finished high school in Los Angeles, so that took up a little bit of time. But also, you don't really know who you are at 14,
Yeah.
and I had to go through a lot of things, mature a little bit, and I went through so many different sounds and different things. But after 4 years of development, I finally found something that felt like home, and yeah, it's cool.
Now the EP drops this Friday, the 21st, Kimosabi and RCA Records.
Hell yeah.
So tell me about coming into this EP. There's 5 tracks on the EP, and there's 5 different producers you worked with?
Yeah. So I have 5 tracks on this EP. I believe it's Kissing, Vibration, Water, or Mizu, Over Again, and Anchor. And I got to work with so many awesome people. A lot of it has been with people I've known since the beginning, like when we first met. And some are very new, and it's really cool to be able to collaborate with such amazing writers. I wrote this one song called Anchor, which is my single that's out right now, with this amazing artist from the UK. His name is Son. And he's written stuff for Banks and Miguel, and just he's a really dope artist, and it's really great to be able to collaborate with all these people. So
Now, how does each producer make every experience different for you?
you know, every writer, every producer is different and unique in their own way. I always say that writing really depends on who you write with. So it's good to have a good relationship with them, and I feel like these writers are really awesome and funny and really a good time to be around.
Now this EP is it's practically a relationship in the form of music.
Yeah.
How did you go about, writing that in the way that you did?
Yeah. I wanted to put the order of the songs in like a kind of like a story. So if you listen from 1 to 5, like the whole way through, it's kind of like an audiobook, and you can like really hear the story from like the first beginning stages of a relationship to like a possible breakup, and then the end ends with Anchor, which is like, no matter what happens, whatever we go through, I'm your rock. I'm your anchor.
And why did you choose Anchor as the official like lead for this record, as opposed to Kissing, as opposed to Water, as opposed to Over Again?
I chose Anchor just because I thought it was a very strong and solid song. It was really hard to pick all of my other songs too. I think this EP came out really, really good. But Anchor just was one of those songs that I really wanted to like introduce myself to the world as. I had a couple other songs that I put out as well, and I thought Anchor would be the best next step.
And Vibrations, let's jump a little bit into Vibrations. You kind of showcased a little bit of your French, or at least it sounds like it,
Yeah.
on the track. How did you make it fit in the song?
Well, I was in the studio with Cool Kojak and Aaron Joseph, and we were writing the song, and I had the verse, the pre, and the chorus all written out, and we were like, okay, what should we write about in the second verse? And I was like, well, I speak French, so let's just sprinkle a little bit of that in there, and yeah, that's how it happened.
And what exactly do you say in there?
I honestly, it's kind of like the lazy thing, but it's basically the first verse in French.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's in French, so no, I'm just
So it
kidding.
just makes it even better.
Yeah, it's cool.
With the EP dropping this Friday, you also have a CD release show. What can we expect for a live performance from you?
Light up shoes, which are really cool. But But also I dance, do a little dance, a lot of emotion. Hopefully, I get because I write all my music, and a big part of that is writing about things that happen in my life, and so to be able to sing about those, I emote a lot when I perform them. So yeah, that's probably what you can expect.
And what plans do you have now that it's going to be out?
Hopefully just, getting the music out there and letting as many people listen to it as possible. Yeah.
Now,
I'm just happy
lastly,
it's out.
lastly, for those that don't know about Sophia Black, what is it about Sophia Black that is different from any other artist?
That's a good question. What is it? I just like to make the music that, I want to hear, I guess. And I think every artist is unique. I don't, like to compare myself and you know, try to say that I'm the same as a certain person. But yeah, I don't know. I think just my lyrics and my tone, I guess.
Well, I'm excited for what else is coming your way now.
Thank
The
you.
music's out. I was listening to the EP yesterday and today, and I loved it. Kissing is my favorite so far.
Awesome.
So I like the vibe on that one.
Thank you.
But you guys be sure to pick up the debut self-titled EP.
Yep.
Drops this Friday, August 21st. She's going to be performing at the Marquee in
Sunset
Hollywood.
Marquee. Live at the Sunset Marquee. Come check it out if you're around in LA.